Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on, I can feel it in my bones.
You have made it 100 miles to freedom. Would you like to pick a new name to mark your freedom?
We've been around here in town for a long time. I know you got a lot of history that you can share with us, and I know you still have a limited time, but if you can just share a little bit with us.
Well, thank you for the invitation. I apologize for coming in late and having to leave, but this is just one of those days that I have a real busy day ahead of me. Deacon Powell came in my office yesterday and asked me would I come, and I told him I would if at all possible. And I just left one function, I slide in there, I spin out of here and go to another. But in terms of history, I can't tell really who's in here because everybody got on a mask, and I don't recognize folks with a mask. Is that Robert Holden right there? No. Okay. And I know who y'all were, and we probably the oldest two in here. And he was a year ahead of me in high school, so he remembers the history and the things that went on just like I did. I remember my dad had passing on to me, and of course that was a way that a lot of our history in our time was passed from word to word, from the elders down to the young folks. And I try to pass my knowledge of our history down to the younger folk behind me. I do know that this town, being on the railroad, was supposed to have been Durham. A lot of folk don't know it, but the railroad people, the Atlantic Coastline Railroad people, came to Franklinton because Franklinton was on the railroad line. And the people that founded Duke University and Liggett and Myers Tobacco Company came to Franklinton.
Okay.
And because it was on the railroad, they wanted to establish here in Franklinton. And the powers that be, and my dad told me the names about Bartholomew's and whoever those other folk were back in that day, didn't want it to come to Franklinton.
Okay.
So they went to Durham on the Norfolk Southern Railroad and established Liggett and Myers Tobacco Company, and subsequently Duke University, Duke Hospital, and all of that was born in Durham because they were on that Norfolk Southern Railroad, and that's why we lost it all because the powers that we didn't want it to come here. Case in point, the town of Franklinton, I'm going to progress 200 years. The town of Franklinton had an opportunity several years ago to do some other great things here, and because the powers that be didn't want Franklinton to blow up like the town of Cary. And if any of y'all know anything about Cary ain't much bigger than Franklinton, downtown. But that sprawl of Cary is so big and so huge that the powers that be here didn't want Franklinton to grow like that. And that's why our course has been stagnant for the last 40, 50 years. It's getting a little bit better now because we got some progressive people here who are trying to make the town grow. But the growth has not really been benefiting black folk. In the last 10 years here, we've lost a bank. We don't have a doctor. We got one grocery store. We don't have a dentist. We don't have a swimming pool. There is a pool here, but it's a private pool. And my son went there when he was in high school with his little white friends, and they told him he couldn't go there. And he didn't know. It was just a swimming pool. They told him he couldn't go there because it was private. I had inquired when I came home from New York about that pool, and I was told that it was a private pool. And it is a private pool. White citizens got together and built the pool for their children. So they don't allow outsiders to come over there. Well, the town itself is not as regressive as some southern towns, but it's not as progressive as it ought to be. We see a lot of houses being built around here. The biggest question about all that house development is where's the water coming from? We sold our water treatment plant and the sewage plant, so we have to buy water from Henderson by way of Carl Lake. And Farmington, I don't know where they're going to get water for all these houses they're building. And of course, the growth is nothing but people desiring to move out of the big cities like Raleigh and Durham and come out in the country. And then they'll commute back into Raleigh and Durham to work. I do want to share a couple things with you about Farmington. A soldier named Powell Green. You ever heard this story about Powell Green? Powell Green was a soldier that came home on furlough. And they claimed he winked at a white woman here. And they hung him right up down the street. They literally hung him, lynched him, right back on the street.
And you talking about Main Street?
Yes, right up there on that corner by that second stoplight. There was another guy, and I know you remember Caesar Henderson. Caesar Henderson supposedly winked at a white woman one day, and they had him in the back of a police car. But in the back of the police car now, there ain't no door handle back there. You can't unlock it. You can't open the door from the inside. But back in that day, it was just another car with a siren and a light on it. And when they pulled up at the stop sign, Caesar jumped out. And we were down here in front of the Baptist church, and all of a sudden we heard shots. And he was running, and they were shooting at him, running down the street. They didn't hit him. But they could have killed anybody. Shooting. And he ran, and it's a big pipe under that railroad trestle. And he went up in that pipe, and they put the dogs in there again. And they pulled him out, he looked like a mud turtle coming out of there. And they beat him like I don't know what. Didn't kill him. And I just know that as a child, because I saw that. There was a young fellow from Kittrell named James Corroy Perry. On the corner from where Mr. Williams, the place used to be Jill Green Motor Company, the Dodge dealership. And across that corner was Bus's Cafe. Well, that's where all of the blacks came on the weekend. Town used to be full of people on Saturday. And this boy, James Corroy Perry, was in town, just like all young folk, and a policeman, Hugh Gibson, killed him out there on the street. And nothing was ever done about it. Nothing was ever done about any of that shooting, any of that killing. But it just goes to show you how far we have come.
Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people.